it only, they use it judiciously, and only, I think at times, we got through the last part of the winter without having to use a whole lot of it, but they know when to use it and how to use it, and I think they've come up with a couple other ideas of how to make it
Yes.
more effective.
Good, good. Is there a motion?
I'll move that.
Second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. Burns.
Yes.
Ms. Whitten.
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Quirk Pittman.
Yes.
Mr. Coffin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, agenda item A6, approval of T hanger lease.
Stephanie?
Yes, this is a renewal of a lease for Mr. Richardson. He will be moving his hangar lease for hangar 9 is done. He wished to move to hangar 2, and so that is what this lease is for, hangar 2. So if you remember earlier this year, Mr. Richardson leased a second hangar, so this will be his second hangar, or an extension of the second hangar he has at the airport.
We have one hanger spot available.
We have two T hangars available at this point.
Sure, we can't talk Frank into getting a third one.
Probably good. Price is right.
Well, we thank him for
Yeah.
having two.
Yes.
Good. Is there a motion?
I'll move.
I'll second.
There's only a couple more left, you better jump in. Questions? Nine, Anne Marie, call the roll.
Ms. Whitten.
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Quirk Pittman.
Yes.
Mr. Coffin.
Yes.
Mr. Burns.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, we have another agenda item, I believe. B1, approval of a lease agreement. Is that a one or an I? You took an I.
It's an I.
Is that an OI?
OI 129.
OI 129, closeout with Veritas Tools Incorporated.
Yeah, John has been working with Veritas Tools in negotiating that, so I'll let him walk you through this.
Okay, John?
Veritas and Lee Valley Tools is their more common name. It's a catalog company out of Ottawa, run by Leonard Lee, who passed away a couple of years ago, and his son runs the business now. They've been a tenant here for about probably 15 or more years. Basically, the 5,000 square feet here was used for returns that were going back to Ottawa. So they've been going through some changes, and they have a big warehouse in Ottawa, and they built one in Arizona, and decided that they would close this operation in January. February 1, I guess, they closed it down. But they still had, it was a 5-year agreement that we had with them, and they still had a couple of years left on it. So I've been working with them to close that out so it's sufficient, and we had an obligation. It was their decision to close, and I think we've worked out a good agreement that's spelled out there in the report. And this resolution will give Steve the authority to close that out on those terms and conditions.
So basically it comes down to, we'll be receiving 70% on what we would have if they went through the end of the term, correct?
Yes, by paying it up front, yes.
I think that's pretty good negotiating, John. Yeah. Pretty fair. Anyone else?
And it'll make the space available so that John could look for a tenant for that space.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a motion?
I'll move the motion.
Jen, you got your
I'll
name down?
second.
Oh, there you go. Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Ms. Terminelli.
Yes.
Mr. Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Quirk Pickman,
Yes.
Mr. Clausen,
Yes.
Mr. Burns,
Yes,
Ms. Whitten.
Yes.
Motion carried.
okay. Anything else, Mr. Warren?
We just need to do scheduling for the next meeting. And also, we will need a finance committee meeting at the end of the month. And we're open to, well, I'm gonna try that, it'll be last Monday of
Yeah,
the
August
month.
31st at 3:30.
Yeah, but you see on there, September 10th, does that work for everybody, or do we need some other dates and times?
Well, what time is the finance committee, Chris?
I'm sorry, Sam.
Finance committee, what time do you want that?
3:30, let's get in the habit of 3:30.
Sounds good,
Is that on the 31st?
yeah. Right?
Otherwise, I'll show up at 3 o'clock for the board meeting and 3:30 for the finance.
So the 31st is good for that. Now, the meeting on the 10th, that's a Thursday at 3:30 in September. How's that?
Sounds good.
Megan, you said you're good?
Yep, I'm good.
Chris, Dave,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Nicole?
I'm back in school and my contract time is until 3:30, but if I can join the beginning of the meeting via audio, and I'll drive to Ogdensburg and just come into the meeting late, is that acceptable?
Sure,
Oh, that's a
that's good. Mr. Lawrence, there is a need for executive session regarding a possible contract with a firm.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, there's a need to go into executive session for matters relating to section 105(1)(f) and 105(1)(h) of the open meetings law. And speaking for what I have, I anticipate no action by formal vote will be taken.
Okay,
But is there anything, would you have a need for a vote on anything?
I don't believe so at this time.
Okay.
Anything else? Is there any concluding comments from any board member or staff? Press? Nothing? Okay, is there a motion to adjourn to executive session?
I'll move it.
Move to go into executive session, second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
thank you.
Stephanie, I need you for the first part of the executive